everyone, today we are going to study characteristics of transistor in CE mode. So let us start. Here we have this circuit diagram for transistor in CE mode. This is for NPN and this is PNP. So let us see how this configuration works. In this, the base is the input terminal, whereas collector is the output terminal, and this emitter is the common terminal for both input and output. That means the base terminal and common emitter terminal are known as input terminals, whereas collector terminal and common emitter terminal are known as output terminal. Here we can observe the emitter terminal is grounded, so the common emitter configuration is also known as grounded emitter configuration. Sometimes common emitter configuration can also be referred as CE mode or CE configuration, and this is the most widely used transistor. Here the input signal between emitter and base and the supply voltage between base and emitter is denoted by VBE, while the supply voltage between this collector, which is called this collector and emitter, is called VCE. Okay, here IB is the base current, IC is the collector current, and IE is the emitter current. In CE mode, the input and output impedance level is medium. So the current gain and voltage gain is also medium. However, the power gain is high. And to understand the behavior of the CE mode, we are going to study the input and output characteristics. So let us see. Here is the input characteristics for CE mode. Here we can observe the curve is plotted between the base current and the base emitter voltage, and this is where this VCE is constant. This curve is called input characteristics. Here we can observe the base current IB increases with the increase in base emitter voltage. Thus, the input resistance of this CE configuration is comparatively higher than that of CB configuration. So let us see how we can define this input resistance. The ratio of change in base emitter voltage, that is VBE, to the change in base collector current, that is IB, del IB, that is the change in base current, at constant collector emitter voltage, that is VCE, is known as input resistance. So here we have simply define it. Input resistance is equal to del VBE upon del IB at constant VCE. Here we can observe the output characteristics. In CE mode, the current or collector current variation with collector emitter voltage is drawn, and this curve between this collector current and the collector emitter voltage at constant VCE is called output characteristics. And what we can observe over here is the collector current increases slightly as the VCE increases. That is, collector emitter voltage increases. Means this collector current increase very slight as this collector emitter voltage increases. The value of this collector current IC increases with the increase in VCE at constant voltage, at constant current, that is IB. The value of this beta, that is what we can say gain, also increases. So when this VCE falls, the IC also decreases rapidly, and the collector current becomes independent and free from the input current, that is IB. So we can say that the collector current IC is the product of beta and IB, where a small current IC is not zero, even a small current, but it is not zero, and is equal to reverse leakage current. So this is about, we can observe in this, when this collector current increases at different IB, this part is nothing but the saturation region, and this portion is the active region. Whereas what we can observe here is below this current, this region is called the cutoff region. Now let us see what is output resistance. The output resistance is denoted by RO, and it is nothing but the ratio of change in collector emitter voltage to change in collector current at constant base current, isn't it? Constant base current. So this can be written as output resistance RO is equal to change in VCE upon change in IC at constant IB. And it was observed that the value of the output resistance of CE configuration is more than that of CB. So this is all about the input and output characteristics of CE configuration. With this, I stop here. Thank you. Thank you so much.